Dust and Glory, a Lent journey of faith, failure and forgiveness. A Bible reading from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, 33 to 44. And when they came to a place called Golgotha, which means place of a skull, they offered Jesus wine to drink mixed with gall. But when he tasted it, he would not drink it. And when they had crucified him, they divided his clothes amongst themselves by casting lots. Then they sat down there and kept watch over him. Over his head they put the charge against him, which read, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Then 2 bandits were crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by derided him, shaking their heads and saying, "You who would destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. If you are the Son of God, come down from the cross." In the same way, the chief priests also, along with the scribes and the elders, were mocking him, saying, "He saved others, he cannot save himself. If he is the King of Israel, let him come down from the cross now, and we will believe in him. He trusts in God. Let God deliver him now, if he wants to." For Jesus said, "I am God's Son." The bandits who were crucified with him also taunted him in the same way. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. In our Christian journey of life, it's easy to forget sometimes what a shameful failure the cross seemed to be. After Easter, we cast it in the warm glow of the resurrection as we celebrate Jesus rising from the dead. But before Easter, Lent is a time to remember how the crucifixion was a symbol of the ultimate shame and failure. The fact that Jesus is paraded and led to his death wearing a crown of thorns and a purple robe, ironic success symbols, underlines how badly Jesus had failed in the eyes of those who condemned him. And yet it's through the icon of foolishness and failure that God chose to shame the apparent wisdom of the world. And we can read that in 1 Corinthians 1:27. What this says to us is that appearances can be deceiving. Sometimes what seems obvious to us isn't the whole story or the bigger picture at all. Maybe we've misunderstood it. Maybe our own experiences have coloured our perspective of it. And maybe we've made our own assumptions based on our own hopes or fears. You see, what looks like failure and weakness might just be the strength that only comes from vulnerability. Amen. A challenge. There are many things that society thinks look like weakness that might actually be strength. For example, stepping away from a difficult situation, deciding to let go of pursuing a goal. Is there something like this in your life? God love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.